Hey folks, welcome to verifiedinvesting.com. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Now, in today's video, we need to deep dive into the charts on crypto. Bitcoin getting a good push today. Is this the beginning of a bigger rally in the cryptocurrency industry? We'll take a look. Let's dive right in. As always, folks, all charts, no BS. So number one, good bounce today on Bitcoin. Now, the kicker is this. If you watched my last video, you know that we talked about a micro bullish pattern, right? So what do I mean by that? So a bullish pattern is a move up with inside bar action, essentially consolidation. And that usually results in a move to the upside. All right. So what we're looking at here on a micro basis, and I'll explain the whole micro versus macro, but you can see this green candle here to the upside. And then look at how we've just chopped inside and are now starting to push up. So in the near term, I am bullish on Bitcoin. Okay. So I repeat, and as I've been the last few days, I've said, listen, as long as we maintain this kind of inside bar pattern consolidation, the result is most likely going to be a move to the upside in the near term. Now, again, we can even put in a very easy to watch kind of flag pattern, right? So if we put this in, you can see again, green up move. This is the flagpole of the flag pattern. And this is your flag that's hanging off of it, blowing in the breeze, right? And so that again is just the simplicity of the pattern formation, which is giving us a bullish near-term bias. How high can this near-term bias take before we hit major resistance? Well, simply put, you look at the major last move down, this low and this consolidation zone, that is going to act as major resistance. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll put a little box here, a little rectangle, and we'll drag it across. And essentially what this tells us, and this is what keeps me grounded, right? So as a swing trader, I need to be realistic about my upside. There's so many people out there that are always like, oh, it's going to 250,000. Oh, it's going to a million. And then they watch as Bitcoin dumps out, which was very clear to the charts to me back in October that we were topping out on Bitcoin. But again, you heard all these crazy, predictions. And that ultimately is not grounded in reality. Charts are reality because they have no bias. A chart is a chart, right? I mean, simply put, it has no bias. It has no narratives. It just is what it is. So it's our clearest viewpoint on what reality is likely to happen. What's the highest probability outcome? So what we look at here is we say, okay, so you have a little micro bull flag here, and I'll explain the whole micro thing again. But if we break above this kind of down sloping zone here, we should get a relief rally in Bitcoin to about 80,000, maybe if we're lucky, as high as about 85,000. Now, once we get in there, that is going to be a massive zone of resistance. Now, listen, it's not to say the bulls can't take over. If the right things happen, maybe it can get through. But as technicians, as chartists, we can't assume that. We must assume that resistance is a brick wall and it's going to keep Bitcoin contained until proven otherwise, until there's a jailbreak. Okay. And the greatest example of this, by the way, is going to the bigger time frame here. Let's go to the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, back in October, I said to everyone, and I got made fun of relentlessly for this. They said I was crazy, as they always do, but that's usually the signal that I'm correct. But what we could see here is that the 2017 bull market high connected to this high in the bull market of 2021, it was stopping price over and over again. And when I was seeing that, I said, listen, this is the brick wall. It's the cage of Bitcoin. And unless Bitcoin can break through this, then we have to assume the path of least resistance is which way? It would be to the downside. And that's exactly what happened. And then from that, we got another bear flag. So here you can see the relief rally, but look, same pattern, downward move inside bar, which is exactly what we're starting to form now on the daily chart in the near term, just in reverse, right? Up move, inside bar, but the other way, that's bullish, right? So you guys see, again, patterns are very simple. Now, listen, what most people get wrong in technical analysis is that they assume, oh, the pattern is there. It has to be 100%. It never is, right? It's always a high probability, but it's never going to get you to 100%. And so ultimately what we know is that when you get a big move up in consolidation, there's about a 70% chance that that's the direction it's going to play out. The bull flag is going to play out. That still leaves 30% as a potential reversal and breakdown. Now, the key is this, is you can actually tell if that's going to happen, right? So if you're interested in keeping a stop tight, right, what do? You keep a stop right at a break of this low. If you break the low of the flagpole, how many times do we see a flag that's below the low of the flagpole? You don't see it hanging on the ground like below the low. So that would mean a failure. But as long as it's inside of this, like this, right, then the ultimate probability favors a move to the upside. Again, if it goes up, where's it going? Right here. Okay, that would be your first target. Not to say it's going to stop there, but probability would say it was going to be rejected there. Now, the other troubled issue is this, is that we still are dealing with the bigger pattern here. All right, so the bigger pattern on the charts is what's called a head and shoulders pattern, and I can draw it in here really quickly. And again, this is even, I'm just using the tool here to draw in head and shoulders using the tool in TradingView, but pretty much every software has this, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. It's a bearish pattern. If this pattern completes, we're still going down to 35,000. Now, listen, am I going to wait till 35,000 to buy? No, actually, I've been nibbling even in the 60,000 range, right? So again, the key is all about nibbling. Nibbling is a technical term, not really, but you guys get my gist, is that for me, I'm not going to pretend to know where the low is. I'm not going to pretend to say it's definitely going to a target of 35,000. So what I do is I pick up one Bitcoin here. If it drops another 10,000, maybe 2 Bitcoin. If it drops another 10,000, maybe 3 Bitcoin. If it drops another 10,000, maybe 4 Bitcoin. The idea is I'm very open to just building a core position for my long-term view that I still think there's a belief that Bitcoin has a place in the world as a digital. I still think eventually it grows into a digital gold currency. Now, listen, it's not behaving like gold has, obviously, because it's not there yet. If you think about it, gold's been around for thousands and thousands of years as a store of safety. Bitcoin's been around since 2009, 16, 17 years. So, of course, it hasn't matured. Do we think when they first discovered gold, they were like, oh, this is definitely an asset now that's going to be like a value of long term? No, they were like, wow, this is really shiny. It's really cool. It probably traded like Bitcoin, honestly, way back thousands and thousands of years ago until it matured. And so we have to just understand that. That's okay. Now, listen, could I be wrong? Of course I could be wrong. Maybe it goes to zero for all I know. But of course, I'm not allocating all my money to Bitcoin. I mean, I diversify. That's what a good investor does. And that's what we all have to do. All right. So let's get on here to the next chart here. I want to take a look at ETH. Now, ETH, again, is holding a bounce, nice little bounce today. I do have a long position in ETH with Smart Money Crypto members, just like a long position in Bitcoin short term here. The kicker here. So you can see this, and this is so cool, guys. Here's your support. It hit, bounced. We got kind of this flagpole. It kind of started to break down. Now it's moving back up. But very clearly, we must break back above this 2,100 level. 2,100, look, it was this high and this low. So we know when we broke below it, it now becomes resistance. If we can break through this, ETH can actually get a very substantial move. Where would the likely target be? Right back here to 2,600. So as a swing trader, that's amazing for me, right? From 2,000 back to 2,600, that's an incredible 30-ish% move on the cryptocurrency. But the key is it's got to break above 2,100 and it's got to stay there, right? I mean, here we kind of hit it. We kept on hitting it and then got rejected. We got to get above here and hold. Don't get rejected. All right. So again, short-term bullish on ETH, longer term, I kind of still think it needs to come down towards these longer two trend lines down here around 15 to 1,600. But as a swing trade, I'll be long. And again, the beauty of it is if it does go down here, I can dollar cost average. And I think that's so important. Let's look at Solana real quick here, guys, on the charts. Solana getting a good pop. I love this. This is actually a bottoming tail candle on Solana. That's a very bullish reversal signal. There's your inside bar. Here starts the move. Where can Solana go? Back, honestly, to about $120 right here. These lows, this area, that's your upside zone of resistance. And then lastly, XRP, which broke that massive level of support. Again, it had lasted since basically 2024 all the way through 2025. It kept hammering, finally broke. But look, you still have a reversal inside bar. This tells me that XRP is going to go back most likely up into this range. Now, once it gets here, anywhere between 160 and 175 or so, that's going to be a lot of resistance. But nonetheless, that should be a good opportunity here for upside. So honestly, most altcoins and Bitcoin are bullish right now in the short term. Now, if you look at sentiment, sentiment is ugly. That's actually bullish. The worse sentiment is, the more I like it, at least for a relief rally until sentiment's not so bad. Then we'll look back at the charts. But overall, Altcoins and Bitcoins are bullish right now per the charts. Could the charts fail? Sure, they can. Anything has a probability in technical analysis of failing, but the odds right now favor further upside. All right, I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.